In the world of animation, he is often cast as neurotic and mentally unstable characters. He's best known for his work as the voice of the original Alpha 5 and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Zeo, and Power Rangers Turbo. Cool. Rasputin, I guess I said that right, in Psychonauts. Billy and his dad, Harold, in Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Grey Matter in Ben 10, Daggett, The Angry Beavers. The list just goes on and on and on. Bumble in ConnectiCon, the title character Zim in Invader Zim. Mouth in Kick Butt Towski. Whoa. And Orthopox in Destroy All Humans series. Please give a ConnectiCon welcome to Richard Horvitz. Come on up.
Coming on up. I am up.
Also joining Richard is another American voice actor.
Legend!
Also a writer, graphic novelist, and artist. He's best known for the voice of Gur in the Nickelodeon animated series Invader Zim. Please give another warm welcome to Rikki Simmons.
Yay! Rikki Simmons. Simon.
Oh my God, it's Rikki Simmons!
You gonna throw a cough drop?
I'm gonna throw a cough drop at you. Open your mouth!
Simons.
Ah!
Simon says, "Arr."
Yes.
Cool.
On him!
How are you guys doing?
Okay.
We're awake.
Very nice.
Fantastic.
Oh, my coffee.
Holy moly.
It's just a micro.
McGroin!
Throw a cough drop at him. Are we good? Are we good?
It's fine. Get a straw, quickly.
Angel, you got napkins?
Save
Can
your
you get
ukulele.
napkins? Thanks.
It didn't get on the ukulele though. It only
I
got
can't
on the
take him anywhere. No, literally, I can't.
Fantastic. Who wants to start with the first question? Right there with your hand up. Yep.
Joe Cirillo, Gaming says I had this question is specifically for Rikki. It's a quick question. I just wanted to ask about Psychonauts. In particular, how did you get that role? Yes.
Richard.
Oh, Richard. Yes, Richard, yes.
Sorry, Richard.
He's
My
Richard.
apologies.
I'm
It's all right.
Richard.
Tim Schafer was a fan of Invader Zim, and when I went into audition for it, he said, "You're Invader Zim." I said, "Yeah, because I love that show." And we talked about the character, and it was, complete departure from Zim, which I'd been doing for the past, 2 years prior, from everything from to, gee, suddenly I'm like, my name's Rasputin, but everyone calls me Raz. It's like really just calm, which I was really interested in doing. And Tim and I just hit it off famously. We're still very good friends. I do all of Tim's games. I did his current one, Broken Age, and I did Brutal Legend with Tim. And I just love, I love Tim, and that's how. Yes.
Joshua Alzbelli from WCCA TV. There was one episode that they were about to make before the Christmas episode in Invader Zim.
Yeah.
I remember that show.
Yeah, did you guys actually record for that, or?
We recorded 2 episodes that didn't get animated and made it both.
Yes. Although, if you look on the internet, you guys have heard of the internet?
It's the worst time.
I think they refer to it as the web sometimes.
Yeah. On the YouTubes.
On the YouTubes. We have done script readings of the unanimated projects at InvaderCon.
With our faces.
With our faces with our faces making noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you
there's
can-
2 of them of episodes.
Yes, that you can see in a reading of all the cast members that we've done at InvaderCon.
Yeah.
We're going to do our 3rd and final InvaderCon in 2 weeks.
Yeah. And then they kill us in
And
the
then
field.
they take us out to a field and shoot us.
We've had our time.
So we're kind of taking our time getting to the final.
No,
InvaderCon.
I'm ready. I'm ready
It's
for
going to
it.
be in Austin, Texas.
Tires and
Yes.
In the front.
How much energy did you have to have when you were recording sessions in Invader Zim? Like your characters, Gareth of GarethSmod.com.
Yes.
Hi, Garrett.
It seemed like you had a lot of energy while speaking.
Every time we get the script, it would be sent to us in advance, and I would open up and say page 1, lines 1 through 20, and it was all that took a lot of energy. I drank a lot of water, and I drank a lot of coffee, and I was put in a separate booth because my character's so loud and
We could isolate him. We
We
could
could
just cut him off
isolate
and be in there
me.
screaming for
Yes.
no reason. It was
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, there were reasons. I just can't talk of them.
We just turned it off and you
Right.
couldn't hear anymore.
Exactly. Because my lines would bleed over into their lines, so they just would isolate me. And so yes, it did take a lot of energy because at the same time I was doing that show, I was doing Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. So I would go in the morning to do Invader Zim at Nickelodeon. In the afternoon I'd be at Billy and Mandy doing Billy, and so we'd go from to yee, and this was ripping my voice apart. So they eventually separated our sessions so that I was at Nickelodeon on Thursdays, right? Thursdays we did that.
Sure.
Sure. And Mondays at Cartoon Network. So to answer your question, yes, it took a lot of energy. Next one.
Over there.
Hi, I'm Keiko from Cosplay NYC Magazine. And my question is for both Richard and Ricky.
Oh, that's me.
When you come to conventions and you see people in the cosplays of voices that you've done, how does it make you feel?
I love it. I always take pictures of them.
I feel pretty good.
Someone came as dressed as a Raz to a couple conventions, and I often photograph the good Razes and send them to Tim Schafer.
My favorite that I ever saw, there was a girl that, she was very svelte, and then she had tiny little legs, and she made an accurately to-scale Gerd costume in the dog suit. So she had these tiny little legs and this giant massive head, and her mother and her sister had to help like maneuver her everywhere, otherwise she would fall over. And the head was, I'm 6'3", and it was taller than me. It was amazing. I love it.
That is
I
like,
just
yeah.
pushed her over.
That is my favorite thing with cosplayers, when you see them at the beginning of the day and they're carrying these huge mallets. They're like this big. They're like carrying like, oh my god, I want to follow just to see how long till they go, God, I hate this thing! You carry it!
Why did I build
I don't want to carry it. I can barely fit it into our hatchback. Carry it! No! We got our pizza in there.
Right over here.
And Jeremy from Weednopolis.com, any chance of be seeing Raz returning for another round of second?
You know, we talk about it often. If we get the money, I'm sure they would, but that's always the issue. Is, you know, we had trouble finishing the first one. The second one, there was some interest for a while from me. If you followed the Twitters, the guy who invented Minecraft was interested until, you know, Tim said, "Well, this is how much it costs." Oh. Yeah, because you know Tim's artwork is amazing. That's what I love about his games. Like this Broken Age, the one you can download on Steam. It's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous to look at. That's what I love about Tim's work, and the stories are amazing.
Way in the back.
Hi, John Reynolds from WSIN Radio and WCTV 14.
Hi, WSIN Radio, coming to you live from ConnectiCon 2014.
Richard, which studio did you like working for more, Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network? And
This
why?
is one that's designed to end my career. You know, I love both of them. I think it's hard to choose one. They both have been very good to me over the years. I think I've done more characters for Nickelodeon, but that may not be true because I think, you know, I've done an equal amount for both of them. I love them very much, and whoever is running them now, I would love another show. Thank you.
Over here.
Lacey from Geeking Out. Your fans are very passionate, as I saw yesterday. Do you guys have any favorite fan interactions, good or bad?
Yeah, I have a favorite one that didn't happen to me. It happened to Ricky.
Oh, I got bitten on the arm at a convention in 2007. Signing an autograph for like 13, I think she's 13, 14, no, old enough to not fight anymore. I assume, I don't have
Old
kids.
enough to know better.
I don't have kids. I was signing, she bit me on the wrist and then hung on. And I thought, well, that's strange. So I continued to sign because I figured she'd just fall off sooner or later. Like a leech or something.
She didn't.
I thought of like lighting it,
She penetrated her way into his
Started
bloodstream.
punching her like a shark.
Yes. You hit
So
her nose.
I finished signing and I said, you know that hurts, and she lets go and all this spit flies out. She's like, no!
Yeah.
So that was
He had to have
Florida.
rabies shots.
That's Florida, so I
Never know.
Florida. This is the way they cool people.
We have a lot of fans that often do full tattooed sleeves of our characters for Invader Zim, which is, we see that a lot, which is neat.
Very strange.
Oh my gosh.
Terrifying.
This was terrifying. And at the last convention we were at, this guy comes up to us, has all the Zim tattoos, he goes, oh, we have to see my best one. And he pulls his lip down, and inside it said Zim. And he tattooed the inside of his mouth.
And I took his lip and I put it back up.
Then we put a coin in his mouth, like, so when,
my fortune.
I know, I told you fortune, his name was Oldor. But when people come tattooed like that, they often leave space for us to autograph their names on their arm because they want to tattoo them. And Rikki has the best line as to why we don't do
I
that.
asked them not to get serial killed because then they'll think we signed our work.
I have a quick question, if I may.
You may not! Next! You are taking advantage of these fine people. Okay, go ahead. What is your question?
So, I'm trying to become a voice actor myself.
Next
and-
question!
It's not like I'll show you my demo or anything. What kind of best techniques can you give everyone out there for making, sound effects, noises, stuff you've done with Dad?
Well,
before?
first you have to have a voice box.
Let me play you
That starts. Okay, all right.
Is there a song?
Yeah, there's how to do voiceover. YouTube. Today we're going to talk to you about how to get into the YouTube, into the voiceover market. Step 1, know how to talk. Step 2, take acting lessons.
Oh.
Step 3, take improv lessons. As we always say in voiceover, it never starts with the voice. People will come up to us all the time and say, oh, we have 100 different voices. And
It starts
it's
with
great.
the uterus.
It starts with your uterus. And we'll say, that's great, you have 100 different voices, but can you act? As my friend Bob Bergen said, everyone can do Porky Pig, but can you do Porky Pig doing Shakespeare? Porky Pig, in Love, Porky Pig, Happy. So that's where you start. After that, if you're not in the LA market, then you want to look into like workshops that sometimes are done by Skype, or weekend workshops from people who are actually in the voiceover business that often take their workshops to your state, or they'll offer a Skype weekend or something to that effect. But the main thing is do not rush to demo. Everyone wants to just rush a demo, thinking, oh, I have to have a demo, but they're not ready for a demo. Does that answer your question?
Sort of.
Okay, good. Next question.
So, I was just wondering, I'm Cameron, congrats on that.
Hi, Cameron.
I'm Richard. This is Rikki.
And I was wondering, given,
From Earth.
yes, from Earth. I was wondering, given the way your characters interacted with each other and the fact that it was probably like a little different from like Billy, for example, where you have like a very serious character and a relatively mean character to be interacting with another crazy character. What was that like? Was that like weird to have characters interact like that?
No, not at all.
We got scripts.
Yeah, scripts. It was a lot of fun. In every character that I do, they want something. So in every scene, in every situation, they want something. It's something specific that they say, so it's easy to keep track of what that person is about. The most that I did a lot of interacting on Billy with Billy and Billy's dad, like in the Mogar episode was like one of my favorite ones. Because sometimes it's fun to step out of the character that you do week after week and get to be somebody else in the show. So it wasn't weird, it was fun. I like it. And I was fortunate to work with a lot of great creators like Maxwell Adams and Jonan Vasquez and Mitch Schauer that knew that I'm very improv based and very kind of manic in my personality. And so they allowed me to improvise a lot. So a lot of the craziness comes from my own instability.
And craziness is good to wrap it up right now. So let's give these guys a round of applause.
Desiree song. You want the Desiree song? All right, we'll do the Desiree song. I think we did this. This was a fan came to our table and wanted a song for her. So her name was Desiree. So it goes like this. Desiree is Deserific, resolutely desired, born in dirty diarrhea. foolishly demure. Desiree is definitely a pungent little whore.
And now you can see these guys, not at the same time, but you can see these guys starting today at 12:30.